Alright, time for some static pack gameplay for a change, and we're going with Golden Pack. Previously my favourite, I don't know if it still is or not. I don't play enough of the static packs to really have a strong favourite anymore, I don't think. But there are some units in this pack that I just absolutely love, and there have been some changes in the recent past that affect how this pack plays. Not that many, but there were a couple of significant nerfs and buffs in the last patch, so we'll get to talking about them as they appear on screen. So I don't think there's any new stuff here yet. How long ago was it that Pied Tamarin was changed to 2-2 stat line? I don't remember. And I think we're going to get, weird situation here where we get 2 identical level ups. Feel free to comment below if you know the odds of getting 2 identical level ups that are also in the correct order. But Double Weasel gives us a good platform because we instantly get the extra gold, and then we can buy some African penguins to top up their stats. Okay, maybe we're only going to find one African penguin this time. Stoat though, I'm going to buy Stoat even though it's nowhere near as good in Golden Pack as it is in Customs. I still prefer not to leave any Stoats behind. Looks like we're going to lose here though, not surprising given how badly that turn went, rolling for more African penguins. So down to 2 hearts already, 0 trophies. Might as well buy Fig, and I end up getting Baboon from the Stoat. So Baboon is one of the changes. I kind of forget exactly what its ability is now. Yeah, it looks like it gives +1/1, but I think the major change was that it will now work on units from higher tiers as well, so it doesn't have to just be the current tier. So you could actually level up on turn 5, not have any tier 3s at all, and then the Baboon would buff your tier 4, whereas previously it wouldn't do anything. So I think that's a pretty fair change. It does mean that it loses a little bit of the original flavour, but it was way too powerful the way it was, so something had to be done about it. I think we're probably going to be okay here, yeah. You always love to see Flycatcher when you have 0 summons. Now I did waste some gold buying 2 figs here when I was probably going to combine the weasels together. Maybe I'm just going to keep them. Bizarre that I have to check the pack contents in a static pack, which I've had memorized for a long time. I'm not sure what was going on here. This run is from a little while ago, like just about everything these days. I have been recording stuff this last week or so, but most of that will be a while before it comes out. Okay, so we are going to keep the 2 weasels separate. And for some reason I passed up the beluga there. I'm not sure if I was going for a specific team in this run, but I did want to take Saiga Antelope, which is one of the pets that did get a significant change. I think Saiga Antelope previously was every feint generate 1 trumpet, which made it very irritating because it would always trigger the trumpet animation on every single feint. But now it's been changed to work kind of like Secretary Bird, so it's every 2 feints now it will produce 3 trumpets. So yeah, kind of an upgrade I would say overall, as we actually face opposing Saiga Antelope that gets immediately sniped by the Fig. They have Falcon inside the Beluga, but I think the doggo is going to be big enough. Okay, it's going to be a tie. We'll take it. Level 2 Saiga Antelope, probably. Maybe I was actually trying to go for 5 antelopes here. Although if I was, I probably should have taken that Bird of Paradise, so maybe that is not what's going on here. Double chocolate, and I think we'll just take the slug and then save the other chocolate for next turn, and then look at this. We roll the sloth in this borderline unwinnable situation where We are on turn 9. We only have 2 hearts and 3 trophies. So there's a ridiculously long way to go. And we're maybe in danger of losing here. Okay, maybe not. I guess the upgraded Saiga Antelope really is that good. So we're going to end up with over 20 trumpets just from having the slugs with with nothing else. Pretty terrible team in a previous version, but significantly better now. So what would you do here? I mean, the team can't really tolerate giving up a space to the sloth, but we're going to have to do it because, you know, I always like to buy the sloth, especially if we're in the danger zone where we could lose very quickly. So I actually take the level up, and I think I should probably sell one of the weasels now, and then sell the oyster. I could have put the sloth inside the beluga. I've done that a couple of times in Golden, but I think the reason I don't do it here is because I have actually done that, or I had done that at the time, you know, fairly recently. So we're just going to take durian on the slug, change the order a bit. We are in a bad position here for sure. But it looks like we're going to end up getting lucky with the matchup here. A pack 2 team that doesn't seem to have managed to get much going. And I think the doggo is just going to have enough to knock out their big unit. Yep. And then we do actually win. So that was incredibly fortunate to keep the run going with 2 hearts intact. So now I think one of the weasels has to go, or maybe both of the weasels, or maybe I'm just going to combine them. Okay, we are going to take the sloth for sure. And then I think probably just buy the banana. All right, we're going to use the banana on the wolf, and then maybe just buy the chocolate onto the sloth. Yeah, I mean, we have to buy every chocolate. We just need to decide how we're going to position this team. I could also think about both Grizzly Bear and Secretary Bird here. Although I guess Secretary Bird and Antelope both kind of want to be in the backmost slot. So let me know in the comments if you would take if you would take Secretary Bird here. I think maybe that is what's going to happen. I can't remember. Maybe it would have been, if we still had 2 slugs, I think maybe it would make more sense. But I also just put banana wolf inside the beluga. So if we move the beluga forwards, we won't have space to spawn the monkey as well. But yeah, you can see now, even with these level 1 units, the number of summons, we're almost going to be at a 50-50 dog. Yeah, 1 more summon and we would have been at maxed out there, I think. So Weasel's going to go. I think Flea actually in the shop would make more sense here. Okay, we're going to take the Secretary Bird and just risk it. Okay, yeah, so we just lose 1 summon from the beluga with the wolf. We end up facing MC Ebad. I've mentioned them recently in other videos. My Golden Pack nemesis. For some reason they play Bird of Paradise, Silver Fox, Cobra virtually every game. It looks like in this particular one they didn't get the Cobra yet. But actually we're starting to pick up a bit of momentum here, and we're now on to 7 trophies, turn 13. So this is actually a pretty strong position. We just need to try and find Potato to protect the Secretary Bird. Doesn't look like we're going to get it, so we just have to take the pretzel. Swordfish instant kills the Secretary Bird. I'm not sure if actually it would have made any difference there if we'd managed to get the potato. But now that the Secretary Bird is out of the way, we do actually still get the summon from the banana. And I think, yeah, we're going to win again because of the monkey on the Saiga Antelope at the back. So incredibly fortunate there. And now we just have to hard roll for chocolate because we're almost at the end. I would have liked to find potato. Now there is potato here, but I need the chocolate more. So we're just going to have to roll with the current team. I think all I did that turn was buy 1 chocolate. Now it is a pack 2 opponent. I guess I should have mentioned that. I'm playing against all packs, as I tend to do in statics these days. I'm not sure if that really helps Golden Pack or not. Luckily the Antelope takes all the hits there, and not the Secretary Bird. The Mole is going to end up getting a trigger here, but I don't think it's going to matter because they don't have any equipment on the Dragon. They only get 1 summon, and we actually win, so now we're on 9, and we need to find another chocolate. I'm absolutely terrified at this point that my best chance for a level 3 sloth in recent memory is going to go to waste. And look at this, we roll down to 0 gold, we get the chocolate, but because we're on 2 hearts, we can actually throw. So that's what we're going to do. Pretty easy to throw with this team, just put Secretary Bird and Saiga to the front. And look, we actually get matched with double level 3 Bird of Paradise, so regardless of the order of the team, we were guaranteed to lose this battle anyway. And actually this kind of shows you why I prefer playing all packs with Golden, because in Golden, when you get to sort of turn 14, 15 plus, almost all the teams look like this. And it's really not fun to play against. But having faced that team on turn 15, we can feel pretty confident that not only are we going to face something else, I mean, it could just be big scaling anyway, but we're probably going to face a different pack instead of Golden. At this stage with 5 packs in the game, you would think that's pretty likely. But the matchmaking says no, and decides that it's much more important for me to get matched with MC Ebad playing Silver Fox Cobra Bird of Paradise for the millionth time. And the level 3 sloth team gets absolutely obliterated, and the opponent doesn't lose a single unit. I think maybe someday I'll be able to forgive Team Wood for this, but we've got a long road ahead of us.